This beer changed the world. And welcome to another adult beverage review. Today we're reviewing Piney the Elder. And we're living in a golden age of hoppy beer. You got juicy, you got hazy, you got dank. We have an entire universe of flavor packed into a single glass. But have you ever wondered how we got here? Because it wasn't planned. The revolution that brought us to this hoppy paradise was an accident of one beer from one brewer that unintentionally kick-started this whole global phenomenon. To understand its impact, you have to picture the world before it existed. The late 1990s, IPAs were a totally different animal. They were balanced. They were often sweet with caramel malt, backbone mint to offset the hop bitterness. They didn't have the explosive fruity hop aroma that we expect today. Most brewers were afraid to push the things too far, feeling that overly hoppy beer just wouldn't sell. The world was getting thirsty for something new. It just didn't know what the world would taste like. Then something came along. Vinny Ciccarero. Today, and his wife Natalie, who are the co-owners of Russian River Brewery. But Vinny was already a legend. It's widely accepted that he created the very first double IPA in 1994, calling it the inaugural ale. A few years later, while brewing for the Russian River brand, he revisited his double IPA concept. He wanted a beer that was unapologetic, hop forward, showcasing the aroma over just bitterness. He named it Piney the Elder, after the Roman naturalist, who's credited with the first written description of hops. He didn't realize he was a brewing legend. The first official batch of Piney the Elder was brewed in 2000. Incredible how one person's decision to break the rules can change everything. If you enjoy stories about inventors who shape our world, then you're going to enjoy this beer. But enough of the talking. Let's drink it. Now, Piney the Elder only comes in this size. This is a pint. So it's a pint by the Russian River Brewing Company, Santa Rosa in Windsor, California. And there's all kinds of labeling on here. It says, does not improve with age. Hoppy beers are not meant to be aged. Keep away from heat. Respect the elder. Keep cold. Drink fresh. Do not age. Piney the Elder is a historical figure. Don't make the beer inside this bottle one. And it says, if you must sit on eggs, not on piney. Do not save for a rainy day. Piney is for savoring, not saving. Consume piney fresh or not at all. This was bottled just last month, so it is pretty fresh. So let's Let's see how the beer is. Already you can see the nice amberish color and stuff. Oh, it smells very piney and citrusy. I mean, hey, it just smells. I wonder how it smells in the bottle. They do not make this in cans, by the way. They only make it in this one size bottle. Okay, so a little bit about the Piney the Elder is it's a double IPA, features a blend of hops including Amarillo, Centennial, CTZ, and Simicone. It has an alcohol by volume of 8%, which is a typical for IPAs. The beer is celebrated for its balance of bitterness, fruity aromas, and creating harmonious flavor. And it did smell the flavor. I mean, you can just smell the robust of the hops. They also make a beer called Piney the Younger. Piney the Younger is only available on tap at the Russian River Brewery, and they only make 100 barrels a day, and you're only allowed to consume 2 drinks there, and you could take home up to 2 bottles. But yeah, this is very bittery, very citrusy, and very piney. Very piney. I mean, it's like it's like the minute you sip it, the pine is just coming down. I mean, it is definitely a piney beer. Ironically, Piney the Elder, piney beer, different versions of pine, different interpretations, but the same type of thing. Play on words, as they say. Well, this is a good beer. I mean, the Russian River Brewing Company definitely knew what they were doing. I mean, overall, this is a very good double IPA and stuff. Just take a sip out of the bottle. Goes down smoother in the bottle. You get less of the pineness of it, and more. I mean, it's still piney, it's still bitter, but it has less of a bitterness out of the bottle than it does pouring it in the glass. Yeah, it's definitely a lot less bitter. And so, if you don't like a strong bitter glass, drink it out. If you don't like a strong bitter beer, just drink it out of the bottle. Do you like it a little bit more bittery? If you like it a little bit more bittery, just drink it, pour it in a glass and drink it. Overall, it's a pretty good beer. I mean, I'm very impressed. I thought I wasn't gonna like it, but it is a very, very good beer and stuff. Where you can pick this up at? Uh, I picked this up at a boutique wine shop in Millbrae. It's not sold in big corporate stores. They have a very small distribution. I think most of their distribution is done by themselves, and a lot of the local mom and pop shops actually go to Russian River Brewery and pick it up because that's how mom and pops can operate and stuff. Big corporations, they're not going to send their store leaders to, like, you're not going to find this at Bevmo. And the only reason why you're not going to find it at Bevmo because they're not going to send an employee to go pick it up. And it's just too big of a chain to service all their stores, even in just one little region. So you're only going to find this at a mom and pop type of shop. Um, I heard that Whole Foods is eventually going to probably get it. But then again, Whole Foods, they send everything to one distribution center and then redistribute it itself themselves. So that's still, this is pretty much going to stay a mom and pop shop type of beer. I don't think they're going to get any bigger because it's just going to ruin their company, their flavor profile, and everything else. I mean, they're just going to keep it nice, small, and simple. I mean, when Piney the Younger is out, I mean, people wait like hours, and I mean hours. I've heard of people waiting like getting there at 6 a.m. when the tap room wasn't open until 11 or noon even. I mean, people wait days. I mean, Piney the Younger. This is Piney the Elder, but Piney the Younger, people have actually like camped out like the old school concert tickets back in the 80s and 90s. How you just camp out for the tickets and stuff. I mean, people literally do that for this beer. Well, not this beer, but Piney the Younger. Piney the Elder in California, as long as it's mom and pop type of shops, you'll be able to find it and stuff. So a lot of bars have it on tap, but it's more of the smaller bars that just cater to microbrews type of things. It's almost like beer gardens and stuff like that. Overall, this is pretty good beer. I would definitely recommend it if you can go down to Santa Rosa into their tap room and actually try the Russian River Brewery. Or if you're in California, stop by a little mom and pop shop and see if they have it. I think the brewery does deliver this. I'm not sure. But anyway, that's it for this. I'll see you on the flip side. Cheers.